Okay, this is our Layens Hive. We can't weigh them. And in fact, I'm probably not even going to have to smoke them because I'm not going to go all the way through. But I had, on my other Layens Hives, I took a quick look just yesterday, and I'm going to give them a little bit of a better look today. But I had bees coming up under the divider board, which means they've got pretty good population if that's happening. And so if that's the case, then I need to go ahead and add frames. On these Layens hives, this divider board is what sets the depth of the hive. So according to them, this hive is only that big. By pulling this divider board, and I'm going to pull the feeder because we should be getting close to our nectar flow. So I'm not going to feed them anymore. I could. I didn't want to feed them even out of the gate, but when you have a package of bees in these hives, you don't have a choice. You got to feed them. So I'm going to pull the feeder. I'm going to dump these bees out, but it's got some dead ones in the bottom. Now, if I had caught this as a swarm, we wouldn't be feeding them. But because they weren't, because they were a package, I went ahead and fed them. And the reason is it gets them going on their wax building. So frame one, nothing really happening. And then what you're really looking for is when do you get into bees and when do you see that they, how many full frames do they have? In this case, the second frame is half full on one side and 3/4 full on the other side. Just looking to see if there's any eggs or larvae. But they are bringing in nectar into this hive. And the way these hives work is, I can go ahead and pull this pollen patty that I put in here. They hardly used it. The way these hives work is they will go honey frame, brood, 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 and then honey frame, honey frame. And given where they're at right now, I don't want to go all the way through, but I just want to make sure I'm right. Yeah, all these frames are all the way full. So, hi ladies, happy World Bee Day yesterday. Very calm, super chill. They still have 2 frames to build. They got this one. No, I'm sorry, they only have 1 frame to build. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to toss them just 1 extra frame. Now that shouldn't extend their brood or their nest too much because there was a space here for the feeder. But I think I'm just going to add 1 for right now. And then next week, about when I think the nectar flow will really start to kick in, I'll come out and I'll add probably 2 more frames. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. They definitely look strong. I did not see bees coming up under the board as much as I did on my other hive, which is interesting because on the other hive, I mean, I'll tell you what, there was probably a couple hundred bees coming up on the backside. Now, there's a gap underneath this board, and bees can actually come up underneath it. And the reason I put these frames here is that just in case they run out of space, if they come up over here, they've got something to start working on. And then I'll just move the divider board. But for now, we're going to go ahead and leave that hive the way it is. I'm not even looking for swarming. I don't think we would have any activity on this hive. They got plenty of room. They don't need any help, and they're pretty good to go. So that is Layens Hive 2.